Yo, 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 yo. It's Devontae right here, man. Uh, I want to talk about Mr. Ipswitch, formerly known as Mr. Jones, man. Um, he's the greatest of all time because out of everybody I've heard, he he focuses so much on just the dark side of women, not that it's all he focuses on a majority, but like he really shines a light on the dark side of women. Like so many of these, Tyler, even Todd, it's just like, well, Julian, like nobody ever talks about having the backbone like they do. Todd talk, they talk about being centered as a man, letting her know, but they don't go into details of like why women are the way they are. I know Todd made a video saying, everything's about value and people value comfort and, evolution and shit like that. And, from times where shit was more crazy and shit like that, and women would go for value, and they choose based on value. But like, I still feel as though it's like people just kind of touch on that subject. Nobody goes deep and really actually says what's the psychology behind that. And like, yeah, but like goes like, like just goes deep, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like it might not be that deep, but it is serious. You know what I'm saying? It's very serious. You know what I mean? Like they don't talk about how to protect yourselves and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, it's just crazy because the more I listen to Mr. Ipswich, the more examples that I can start to see play out in my own life. And he's got a video called Manipulation, Manipulation, Manipulation. I've talked about it before. But this video that he has, man, it's crazy. So he has in that video, he's just like, okay, you know, if he's got another video to where he said something that clicked with me. And I just kind of held on to it. He said that, about like women and their rape fantasies and just women want to be submissive, but they know that men don't have the balls to enforce their will. So that the video manipulation, 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 he talks about how, when he says that women don't love men, he said most of that's true. Damn, I got really good eyes. I got good eyes, man. I just caught that right now. Women always would tell me like how nice my eyes were. I'm just realizing like, yeah, my eyes are fucking sexy. Anyway, um, he said most of that's true. And he says you got to get a woman into a position, and then you got to you got to dominate her. That's how you get a woman to love you. And um, he says, okay, well, most of it's true is because women are operating on extreme selfishness, and they're always manipulating to get what they want. And he was just saying like the weaker people are always going to be naturally more selfish. And he's just like, if you don't run her, she's going to run you. And it's interesting because I listen to Black Ram, I listen to guys around my job and shit like that. And there's another guy, I forgot what his name is, but he talks about like women's, like men, their objective in life in an esoteric sense is their mission. Women are second. Women's mission objective is their nest. They're loyal to their nest first, and a man second. So it causes for a lot of controversy. And I see where Mr. Ipswich was talking about, like the Disney love is still etched in a lot of men's subconscious. And we need to break out of just the delusions, because all that's doing is demasculizing, or I can't say the word. Is it unmasculizing or demasculizing? It's destroying our, saying by believing these lies. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so I met this woman on Saturday, and it's interesting. she's kind of a ghetto chick, black girl. So I met her on Saturday. I got off work and she was at my job, turning in her paperwork. She said she needed to go to the store. I took her to the store. She said she needed to print off stuff from a computer because her man, her phone didn't pull it up. So I'm like, well, I got a computer at my house. She's like, oh, okay, well, I'll go print my stuff off at your house. And it's just like, do you got groceries over there? I'm like, nah, but I gotta go buy something. So I ended up like buying groceries, taking her back to my house. She fell asleep. When we woke up, I woke up actually, and I went to work. Um, I think she woke up at like 4 o'clock too with me and just like went right back to sleep. So when I got off work, she told me she took $5 of my change, or $8 of my change, bought cigarettes, bought some cigars, and bought a lighter, and she cooked like a lot of my beef, some yellow rice, and some other shit. And then when I got out, she wanted me to take her to buy $5 worth of weed. She tried to get 10, and she told me she only wanted 5. And she's like, "Yo, you got a 10?" Um. Then she wanted me to take her to her house to grab some other shit, you know, and you know, she was letting me know, like, I think on Saturday, or might have been Sunday. She's just like, "Oh well, I'm still getting out of a bad relationship, and I just can't even think like that about another guy. So I can't even have sex right now because I'm in pain and all this shit, and because he abused me." And first I was just like, okay, well, let me let it play out a bit and just see where it goes, and it was yesterday. It's Monday night now. It was like Sunday night. Like she had brought her stuff over, but then she went to sleep on the couch, and it wasn't on accident. Like she had plugged her stuff into my outlet, and she like slept in the other room, and I knew it was on purpose. Like she didn't want to sleep in the same bed with me because this is Ipswich says, don't let yourself have cuddly feelings. She told me about her past and everything. So like I was just like not as aggressive with my will, and I wanted to help and shit like that. And at the end of the day, it's about lover and provider. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she was putting me in that provider role. And, you know, I realized, man, is like when it was all said and done, like, I talked to a couple of my people or whatever. They're just like, man, hey, don't be ashamed of when you want the pussy and shit like that, and you want something from a woman. And this guy's just like, you're afraid to ask her for the pussy when she's not shy to helping herself to your money, helping herself to your food, and helping herself to you buying her weed. You know what I'm saying? And Mr. Ipswich talks about that manipulation. He's just like, hey, I want what I want from a woman, and she doesn't give it to me how I want it, then she can go fuck herself. And there's definitely, man, just I can feel there's definitely propaganda, what I'm saying, of men for a good quote, putting pussy on layaway and making payments towards it. So one day they can achieve it, or they get the pussy. So what made me break out of that real quick, that little mold, is because I got an ex-girlfriend whose parents died. And she ended up like getting, like meeting this guy before her parents died. And well, before her mom died, and she was talking with him, and he asked her out. She said no. Then her mom died. He asked her out, and she said yes. Dated for a few months or whatever, and she said she only had sex with him a few times, but he was always buying her stuff, providing, getting food, and all that shit. She broke up with him, and she told me that, like, dude still tries to like have sex with her, still says, "Oh, I want to be with you, like, I want to be with you," da 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 da. He still fixes her car free of charge. He fixes stuff around her house. Um, Probably still buys her food. Now she, in the wintertime, she lives with him. She lives with him and shit like that, and he's taking care of her and all this bullshit. And I came to that realization. I'm just like, so wait, this guy is pretty much just like, he's like in his 40s. He's got 2 kids. His wife died and shit like that. So I came to a couple of realizations. Is I think like a lot of the reasons that men end up like trying to take care of women, or just getting themselves in that provider role, is because they get lonely. You know what I'm saying? I realized that it's been a while since like I've had that. I've had sex with women and sexual encounters, but just that passion and shit like that, like the caring and stuff. It's been a while since I've had that, and I think every man desires that, to be able to hold a woman and shit like that, and embrace a woman, or be have her embrace you or whatever. And I came to the realization yesterday is women take advantage of lonely men. You know what I'm saying? Like, they take advantage. And that's where you just, he talks in another video about being alone. You have to be alone. You have to learn how to be cool being alone. And I'm a lone guy too. I'm a lone wolf. And, um, all this has just taught me a lot about myself, is because, well, my whole life I was kind of a nice guy, giving people free rides, whether it's literally or financially and shit like that. And you start to realize, like, damn, dude, you start to realize how alone you really are in this world. And I think once you start looking at the world the way it is, and realizing that, hey, everyone's out for an agenda, you start to become more powerful inside yourself. I know they talk about the left hand path and the right hand path. The left hand path is following yourself. This guy made a video on it, and he talks in another video that he took down. He was saying how the society's program for you just to give away all your power, and just, but you have to be selfish. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a trick for you to not be selfish. You know what I'm saying? It's a trick. So everyone's giving away their power to each other, and no one's accumulating and holding on and growing their power. So that makes perfect sense. And definitely when it comes to women, I think this is just kind of summarizing everything up for me, and summarizing everything up what he's trying to say in his videos is, keep your power. I mean, ultimately, that she was moving her fucking her toothpaste, her boots, her work boots, her flip flops. She's got her toothpaste. She's got her hair straightener. She's got face cream and shit like that. So she's nesting. She was nesting, but the thing is, she wasn't investing. She was in nesting. See, what was happening right there is she saw me as a provider role, just somebody she could have her stuff and then go flirt and fuck other guys. And I'm not going for that, because I'm not just gonna be your safe haven while you go screw other dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because you think about it, right? Like, break it down. A woman only has enough room in her pussy for one dick at a time. So obviously she can't fuck everybody. But what she can do is have as many guys as she wants. She just can't fuck them all. So she can put guys in categories. You know what I'm saying? And you have to let a woman know, like I told her, you know what I'm saying? Like I told her, I'm just like, look, real shit. And she called me, and usually I got a big problem procrastinating and feeling bad for letting motherfuckers know how I feel. But when Mr. Ipswitch said, hey, don't get her number in that video, and he says, treat the game how the game treats you, Nobody, no, especially fucking women are no woman is waking up saying, "Hey, what is, I'm thinking of this guy, man. I mean, how can I make his life better?" No, she's waking up plotting on what she can get from you. You know what I'm saying? Like women are only interested in what they can get from you. I think there was a scientist that wrote an article saying that women don't even can't even won't even communicate with you unless they see something of value that they can get. And I believe it, man. I believe it. So I told her, I'm just like, look, so grown man shit. I'm gonna tell you this, like, so because she said she called me. She's like, I don't have enough money for bus fare, so if you could pick me up, I'll stay at your house and ride with you to work. So I said, all right, well, real shit. So you don't have money for bus fare to get to the job or whatever, but it's like this is I could understand if you were my girl or potential to be my girl or it was some intimate, there was something there, you know what I'm saying, then I would go ahead and take responsibility for that. But I feel as though that's a man's place. You're if it's, a boyfriend or it's somebody, if you were my girl, that would be my responsibility. But we don't have anything like that. So uh, I'm just going out of my way for nothing. And it's just like I told her, I'm just like, I don't have any room in my life for any just friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, and here's the fucking thing about just women, you know what I mean, and men. All right, so you can give a man, a 12 pack, a 6 pack, burger and fries, and a TV and a couch. You won't hear a peep out of that guy for the rest of the night. He's set. Maybe even give him a PlayStation or some bullshit. But men don't need much. They don't ask for much. Real men are just above average, not bum men. But with this woman, especially over the weekend, every 20 minutes, I'm hungry. Can you take me here? Can you do this? Can you do that? And that's why, Mr. Ipswitch says women are burdens. Besides the sex, they're fucking burdens. And it's really fucking true. It's just like, every 20 minutes. And I remember when I got the groceries and it was like in the morning and shit like that, she was just like, "Oh, you didn't get any of this?" And here's the thing, man. As a man, what you make, you take, and you be proud of. Don't let a stupid bitch say, "Oh, you don't have this, or you didn't buy this for groceries." You make the money you make, and you be fucking proud of it. Fuck a bitch and fuck her fucking approval of the shit. Yeah, I didn't buy the shit. Big fucking deal. It's just like my guy says. He's just like, you know what? I didn't buy that, but I'm more than happy to go drive you to the grocery store, and you can buy whatever you want with your own money. Real shit, man. Real motherfucking shit. Dude, I gotta be up like in 4 hours, but I was just running my ass off, man. Because, like, I'm so excited right now because, like, I stood up for myself as a man and my dignity. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever be ashamed, to ask Pusky for a price for a female. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever be ashamed of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm a man. I want some pussy. What's up? Like he says in Stop Loving Women, this is business. You give me this, and you're gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? That's how you deal with someone. It's correct. I know it doesn't feel good for a lot of you men, but at the end of the day, man, like women were never supposed to be that big of a deal. The reason why you're feeling like suicidal and depressed about the way women's behavior is because society has pushed women on a pedestal, pushed it into your brain that these are really, really special people, beings. They're not. They're just not that great. I wish he would re-upload Women Are Poor Clowns. A lot of the reasons that men don't love women is because there's nothing to love. She's got a trick. Listen to me. Listen to me. If you want to get a lot of women, fuck them first. They will fuck first. If a woman's wanting to talk and everything, you're really not an attractive guy. That's what he had with women are poor clowns. But at the same time, you're not going to get every single chick. So instead of me waiting around for her magically to wake up and see, hey, this guy's a great guy. Hey, I got my own crib. It's just like my dude said. He's just like, all right, you got your own crib, you got a car, and you go to work every day. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. I'm a prize. I'm a prize. I got my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I got food in the refrigerator. I got gas in my car, food in my stomach. I got an amazing body. At the end of the day, she's got no cash. She needs a weave. She lives with her mom. No car. Broke as fuck. Fuck out of here, son. I don't have to wait for this chick to come around. Are you serious? Fuck out of here, man. Hope one day she sees what a great guy I am. Yeah. It's not about pussy, man. It's about your dignity. It's about what you accept and don't accept as a man. Uh, yeah. So, damn. Like I really got like 3.5 hours to get to bed. So, real shit though, man. Like, if you listen to Mr. Ipswitch's videos, you start to see like ways to defend yourself. You start to see women's behavior. You start to see all that shit. So what happened was I ended up taking all her stuff back to her house, and she was on the porch. And and she told me when I was on the phone with her, she's like, "Well, please don't take too long because I might fall asleep and I'm smoking." So da 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 da. And I told her, I'm just like, "Well, hope you're outside because I'm dropping off the stuff. So I'm leaving. If you're not there, you're not there." And then she ended up was waiting on the porch for me. So then she ended up like walking up to me and shit like that, and gave me a big hug, and opened up the door for her to grab her stuff, and I smacked her on the ass. First time, smacked her on the ass, and she just smacked her on the ass, and she didn't do nothing. Just fucking smacked her on the ass. It was nice little ass too. But I now see that we're at a conflict because we're trying to be nice to women to avoid prosecution of sexual harassment. But by being nice to them, we're lowering our attractiveness that she has for us. So it's almost a thin line. There's almost a thin line between like putting your neck out to get chopped and getting pussy. It's like such a scary uh such a scary what's the word? It starts with a P. Paradox. It's that the more abrasive you are, the more highly chance of getting pussy you can get, but the more chances you can get locked up as well. So it's kind of fucked up there. So you got to navigate very, very slowly, very just strategic. So when I smacked her ass, like it was weird. It's like as she was walking away, and like I was walking in my car, and she kind of just slowed down and like waited. It's just kind of like half, like I don't know, waiting for wanting me to like come back. Like she was invested at that point. Like time stood still, and like it was almost as if the whole function of the relationship changed. Like I went from the provider to the lover, and like when that change was made, she like kind of like gave me like a half subtle look, like, "What's up? Take control. I want you to take me." But like women do things so subtly that if you're not trained on the eye and what to look for, you miss it, because like women leave these subtle hints of come dominate me, but they're never gonna come out and just say it. So you just got to be able to read it. You know, but yeah, man, victory for me. After that, I came back and I ran a couple miles because I was so geeked. But that's what it. He talks about just being a man. You know what I mean, and just enforcing your will, not letting women get over. You know what I'm saying? Because what really pushed me to going up and just make that call is because I don't. I never want to be that motherfucker, bro. Because my brother, I saw him go through it. You know what I mean? Like he had. It's fucked up too, man. Like Mr. Ipswitch brings up that women are burdens, and they really are, man. That's all they fucking do is destroy it. Let's be real. How much shit they have you given of a woman, or let her use, or let her borrow or drive, and it ends up broken the next day or some shit. Like, you know, dude, there's so much shit of mine that women have breaking or caused me peril. They are. They're worse than fucking kids, man. I can't count on one hand how much shit that they've broken and shit like that. It's just like they're just like destruction in the flesh. But real shit, man. Shit. Real shit. And I'm not feeling bad anymore. Unapologetic. That is my new phrase. Letting bitches know what time it is, what it is, how it is, and fuck it. Over and out.